story of the steel drum begins in Trinidad in the 1930s, when street band skirmishes led to the banning of skin drums. So people improvised and made drums from thick bamboo poles, car parts, tins, and finally, oil barrels. They came up with a whole new sound without skipping a beat. When people first started pounding on steel instruments, they inadvertently dented them. That's how they discovered that each dent produced a different pitch. So now steel drums are dented on purpose. To make a drum head, a circle is cut from a piece of steel. A metal ring is welded onto it, and then a metal shell or skirt is positioned on the ring and welded in place. The drum is held in a clamp, and the exact center of the drum's head is located. A measuring guide is put into place and used to mark radial lines from the center to the rim. Each line is 10 degrees apart. As the drum turns, circular lines are drawn, forming a grid. The head of the drum is pounded with a pneumatic hammer, while the grid is used as a guide to ensure the work is done evenly. It takes 8 hours of hammering to transform the drum into a bowl-like shape. This is called sinking the drum. Then, with a special guide for curved surfaces, a technician measures out another grid. He outlines the notes that are about to be hammered out, in this case a high B and an E. Then, he hammers down the steel around each one to shape the note. Getting this right takes skill and a lot of time, up to 50 hours. He trims the drum skirt to the correct length and tapes a stencil of the company logo onto the skirt. This device is an electrical etching machine. It uses acid and electrical current to eat away the steel exposed through the stencil. This technician is using an ultrasonic thickness probe. It's pressed against a note. Using high-frequency sound waves, the probe measures the steel's thickness to within a fraction of a millimeter. The notes are ground down where needed. Using a scribing tool, the technician scratches a line around each note so it will be visible to the player. To tune a steel drum, another technician plays a note with a stick and then dents it with a hammer to adjust the pitch. He hammers the note until it sounds right. Occasionally, he turns the drum upside down to knock out a note from the underside. For the fine-tuning, he relies on an electronic tuner. A microphone delivers the sound to it, and the lines on the screen indicate whether the note is in tune or not. The border of each note is burned using a blowtorch, then cooled down with water. The process tempers the steel, making the notes more resonant. The drum is tuned again and checked for flaws. This particular make of drum is chrome-plated before it's tuned for a final time. It's taken 120 hours to make this steel drum. At last, it's time to take a break and party to the steel band sound.
never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always